Okay. Before I introduce our first speaker, I wanted to, I posted this in the event page, and I'm not sure if you read it, but it was actually 2 years ago around this time where I attended my first Super Saturday, and it was actually held by my coach and Ray, and Dina was there, and she spoke, and there were about probably, I think, 5 of us, maybe. And since then, the Super Saturdays I've been to have just been growing. Last year, at the April Super Saturday, in Mandan, I was asked by my coach to speak last minute about consistency. And so I just wanted to share with you in 2 years' time span, if you trust the process and you trust your journey and what this business can do for you, how far things can change in just 2 years. And that is why I'm super excited to introduce to you one of my very good friends first. I've known Jen since 7th grade. We were friends for many years, and then just life kind of happens. And we were actually reconnected through our husbands who met in college. They call each other brothers from another mother, and her husband is actually from my hometown, and so we got connected on another level. And I waited for a long time for Jen to join me and our team, and I'm so glad she has. She is an amazing coach and an even better friend, and I give to you Jen Routledge.
I'm just grabbing tea. Sorry, all the kids came back.
Okay, so I'm Jen. I'm going to try and make this short because I know Chris has a lot of good information for you, but I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my story. And since we had to kind of format this a little differently, you're probably not going to see the bottom half of the slide, so I'll just read them to you. This is my journey from a crazy mom to a blessed game changer. So I have some notes. I am a mom of 3. I have a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old and a 4.5-year-old. And I'm married to Matt, and I am a nurse case manager, utilization review nurse at CHI St. Lawrence Bismarck. I've been a nurse for a long time, 14 years. And so that was kind of a crazy life, and I guess I was always athletic in high school. In college, I gained weight, like most of us did. And mostly just because I was less active. So when I was in my senior year of nursing school, I signed up for Weight Watchers the very first time. And I did that with a friend, and I was able to lose 40 pounds that way. But of course, after marriage, I put a lot of that back on and then some. So then after Matt and I got married and we decided to start a family, we struggled with that. I was overweight then more so than ever. I was diagnosed with PCOS, which was mostly due to my weight gain. So we needed some help. And we were blessed with Hannah in 2007. And then 2.5 years later, we had Sarah. So that's what you see here in the slides. My littles when they were little, they're not little anymore. So that was kind of where my transformation story started. So I'm going to ask you guys to be honest and raise your hands as I have a couple questions. Any of you out there that are moms? Okay. So felt alone at times? Tired? Overwhelmed? Stressed out? Okay. Inadequate? Not good enough?
Just keep our hands out.
Mom guilt?
It really
Okay, here's where it gets tough. Depressed. Okay. I know for a fact I was depressed and I never got help. No, I wasn't going to do this. But I just think as moms, we need to be honest with each other and help each other out in that. So that's why I kind of wanted to just see hands, because you guys are not alone. Nobody's alone. And I don't think anybody sees that. And I think the more we share our message, the more people will hear it and start feeling better. I mean, that's what this is all about. So I won't go on that rampage because that's comes later. So I was, as a nurse, I was working, before I had this job, I was working the floor, I was working 12-hour shifts, nights, days, weekends, holidays, and so that is kind of where all of that came in with not seeing my kids 3 days a week in the morning or in the evening. So that was really hard on me. And I think just from those long hours and trying to be the best mom I could, I kind of turned into a mom monster. I will tell you and be honest, I yelled a lot. I yelled at my husband a lot. My kids were little. I can't take that time back. But that was all I knew because I was so frustrated with myself. I was taking it out on them. So when Sarah was little, actually talking about the being depressed and anxious part of it, I kind of checked out. The days that I had off, one day they did go to daycare so that I could get my stuff done, and the other day I had them at home. And I was too tired to do anything. I lay on the couch and Dora and whoever else babysat because that's all I could do. So when Sarah was a little bit older, I decided to join the Y. I had a great group of friends that joined with me, and we started going to fitness classes as a group. Let's see here. And that really helped motivate me. But I joined Weight Watchers again at that time. That's where this comes in. And I was able to lose 50 pounds at that time with Weight Watchers. So what you see on your left is you're at Tegan's baptism. And I was the same weight there that I am today, but yet I'm the sizes that I wore there, that I wear now, I'm like 2 sizes down now from that, and it was the same weight. So that just proves that the scale doesn't mean anything. So just, that's an important piece for me. So what I was noticing about being on Weight Watchers, and I don't know how many of you have tried it. Anybody been on Weight Watchers before in the past? Okay. The unhealthy things that I was noticing, I still didn't have any energy. Half of my hair fell out. I felt good about myself because I lost the weight, but I felt like that just wasn't right. You know, so you shouldn't have to lose half of your hair. And probably because I wasn't getting the right amount of nutrients in my diet, I was still missing out on tons of time with my kids, going to and from the gym. I would go twice a day, in the morning and in the evening, getting up at 5. And then in the evening, I would go at 5:30. So as soon as I got home from work, I'd go to the gym, come back, and not back until like 6:30 or 7 o'clock. So that got to be a lot of time away from my kids. So then, boom, number 3 happened. I was good for about half of my pregnancy, till about 22 weeks. I was still going to the Y. I put that picture down there because he's a little stinker, and that since he's been born. But about halfway through, I quit going because I just felt like, heck, I was pregnant. I could do what I want, and I ate whatever I want, and I gained 70 pounds. So fast forward 3 years, and that's where Lily came in. I've told her this before, so I'm not being mean when I say this. But when she first reached out to me, I was actually pretty annoyed. Mostly because I wasn't ready for myself, but I really just wanted to delete you. I love you, but I wanted to delete you. And I just kept saying no. Money, time, couldn't take the time away from my kids, couldn't spend the extra money because, you know, we were trying to save money at the time, get out of our debt. And so she just kind of kept gently nudging me. And eventually, I put all those excuses aside, and I sat down with my husband one night and I just said, I am unhappy, and I'm going to need to stop yelling pretty soon here, or this family's going to fall apart, so I need to do something about it, and I need you to support me, because he wasn't really being very supportive at the time because of the money aspect of it. We were trying to save every penny we could, and I just said, this is worth more than money. So he said, okay, whatever you need to do. So March 9th, 2015, so it's been 2 years, I finally said yes, joined a challenge group, gave it my all. And here's the most important part for me as well. Yes, I lost inches and I lost weight. I started feeling like I was alive again inside. My confidence came back. I was more patient with my kids and my husband. I was a better friend and a coworker, and honestly, I kind of just felt like those bars that were on my heart were lifted off, and I could finally take a deep breath and I found my true self. So in April, here's my transformation pictures. I can tell you that on the right, I don't look like that right now. That was right before we went to Florida, and I was working super, super hard. But yeah, I lost around 30 pounds, but I lost like 45 inches off my body, so that was a big, huge plus. So I went to my first Super Saturday in April last year, like this one. I just wasn't really sure about coaching. They invited me to come just kind of as a guest, not as a coach. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. How was I going to do this if I'm still working on myself? Where would I find the time? But I stepped into a room full of ladies that welcomed me with open arms. They never once made me feel like I was anything but capable and strong. And I felt the energy and the connection. And I remember standing in the back of the room as we were getting ready to work out, and I took a picture and I sent it to my husband and I said, I want this. I was missing that part of my life, just the connection. I didn't have a lot of girlfriends that were in town. They were kind of all spread out. And he just said, go for it. So that's where my coaching journey started. I knew I just wanted to help others get out of that dark place that I was in. And I knew that the minute I said yes, that I would have that support and encouragement from them, and it would make it a lot easier. So, a few quotes for you guys quickly. Imagine with all your mind, believe with all your heart, achieve with all your might. These just kind of spoke to my heart, and I wanted to share them with you. I know a lot of times people have a hard time sharing their journey, especially on social media, because everybody's going to see it. But I struggled with that. You just have to post and walk away. So don't be ashamed of your story. It's going to inspire others. And then just these ladies, beautiful things can happen when women support and encourage each other. And don't forget about you. Working on you too is important. The best project you'll ever work on is you. So my biggest thing that I want to take away from this, or that you guys take away from this today, is that over the last 2 years, my biggest transformation hasn't been on the outside, but on the inside. I think if you ask those closest to me, they'll probably agree that I'm a different person than I was 2 years ago. And